The baby on the bus go win, 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 win. The baby on the bus go win, 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 all through the town. I'm only 18. I don't have a mom. I don't have a dad. I don't have any family. It's just me and my baby. That's my only blood relative I have. I'm so hurt that she did this to me. And I would have never done this to her and her baby. I would have never hurt her.
At 1:21 a.m. on June 14th, Taylor Starks received a photo that would destroy her world. Her 23-month-old son's face, swollen beyond recognition, purple bruises spreading across his cheeks. He ate soap, the text read. Allergic reaction. But 3 miles away in a Roseville, Michigan apartment, little Kyrie wasn't having an allergic reaction. He was dying on Kimora Hodges' kitchen floor, his tiny body shaking with seizures, one eye bulging from massive brain trauma. Just hours earlier, Kimora had posted on social media, "Yeah, God finna humble so many people, this shit is crazy." She was right, but not in the way she thought. June 2022, Roseville, Michigan. Taylor Stark, 18 years old, no parents, no family, working 2 jobs, hospital by day, serving tables by night, to support her baby boy who could already count to 5. Kimora Hodges, 21 years old, her neighbor, a mother herself, someone who understood the struggle. For 2 months, everything seemed fine. Small bruises explained away, a swollen lip dismissed as a bathtub accident. Normal toddler mishaps, or so Taylor believed. But on June 13th, something happened in apartment 3000 on Little Mac Avenue. Something that would lead to emergency brain surgery, a mother's worst nightmare, and Kimora.
See, I ain't gonna lie, one thing about when you got your kids around other people, bro, and ask people that you actually know. If it can't be your your mama or the grandma or auntie or somebody, like, bro, you can't trust everybody with your kids, bro. It's weirdos just like her and shit, doing weird shit to kids. Like, what is you making a kid eat soap for? Like, just unnecessary ass shit. Like, this shit ain't even.
Kimora Hodges barricading herself from police for 2 hours while a toddler fought for his life. What you're about to hear includes evidence from the autopsy, deleted messages recovered by detectives, and the critical timeline that proves Carrie could have survived, if only Kimora had called for help when it happened. The question that haunts this case: why did she wait 3 hours to send that photo? Welcome to True Crime Anatomy. To my subscribers, may your families stay safe. We bring you Michigan. Someone
I just got out the hospital yesterday. Have to take medication so I don't have surgery. 2, I can pull out my apartment this morning because I'm staying with a man that can't do nothing, can't provide for us nothing. I've been taking care of us for months, trying to make sure be good for months, trying to find somewhere for me and my kid to go for months. Nobody know, nothing, bro.
Taylor Starks had been alone since she could remember. No mother to call when things got hard. No father to lean on. At 18, she was younger than most college freshmen, but she wasn't thinking about dorm rooms or spring break. She was thinking about diapers, formula, and keeping the lights on. She was 16 when she got pregnant. The father went to prison before the baby was born. Another girl raising a baby alone. Every morning at 4 a.m., she'd wake up to Kyrie's babbling. Not crying, babbling. Even at 23 months old, he was different. Special. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His little voice would shout, clapping after each number. Taylor had taught him that. She'd also taught him his ABCs, colors, and how to say please and thank you. Taylor Starks, working 2 jobs, hospital by day, patient sitting, serving tables by night. The bar job wasn't glamorous. Drunk customers, sticky floors, going home smelling like cigarette smoke. But it paid $15 an hour plus tips, enough to keep their small apartment. Enough to dream about maybe, someday, getting Kyrie into a good preschool. It was April 2022 when everything changed. A spring storm hit Roseville hard that night. Taylor heard shouting in the hallway, a man's voice, angry and loud. Then a woman crying, a door slamming. It all started on a cloudy, rainy day. She remembers hearing loud arguing upstairs, the babysitter and her boyfriend. The voices were sharp, the fight intense. Out of concern, she opened her door, and that's when she saw her for the first time, in a vulnerable state. The young woman stood there in the hallway with her baby, a little girl around the same age as her own son. But the child had only a t-shirt on, a diaper, no socks, no shoes. It looked like she was about to head out into the storm, carrying her baby straight into the rain just to escape the fight. At that moment, something in her heart told her to step in. She didn't know the girl personally, but she recognized herself in her. Young, struggling, overwhelmed. So she reached out. "If you want, you can come into my apartment," she told her. "You don't have to take your baby out like that. I've got diapers, I've got a onesie, you can calm down in here." Grateful, the girl accepted. She came inside, thankful for the kindness, thankful for the shelter from both the fight and the rain. And that was the very first time they truly met. Just a couple days later, a note appeared on her door. A handwritten thank you, expressing appreciation for the help. It was a small gesture, but it was the start of something bigger. From that point on, the two became close. Neighbors turned into friends, young mothers leaning on each other, trying to make it through the weight of life at such a young age. She was only 18 at the time. The babysitter was a bit older, but she looked young too. And from then forward, trust began to grow, a trust that would one day end in heartbreak.
I just realized something. If somebody did that to my child, I ain't gonna lie, that bitch gotta die. I don't give a fuck. You a female, male, dog, cat, bird, roach, worm, caterpillar, snake. Like, you gonna die. There's no reason for you to kill my child because of your reason.
Kimora Lawnmai Hodges, the Kimora that neighbors saw was helpful, sweet. She'd carry groceries for elderly residents. She'd smile in the hallway. Her apartment was right above Taylor's, close enough to hear footsteps, close enough to become friends. Her daughter and Kyrie would play together. Two toddlers, chasing each other, laughing. It looked perfect. But Kimora's social media told another story. Angry posts about people not appreciating her. Complaints about being tired, overwhelmed, disrespected. That cryptic message on June 13th, just hours before everything happened. "Yeah, God finna humble so many people, this shit is crazy." Court documents would later reveal what she told detectives. "I was raised very different. When I catch him doing things he know not to do, it bothers me." She was talking about Kyrie, a 23-month-old baby. The prosecutor would point out something chilling during the trial. Kimora never called 911, never drove him to the hospital herself, never tried to save him. She waited, she staged a photo, she created a lie about soap, because Kimora Hodges knew exactly what she had done, and she knew what it meant. After that rainy night in April, Kimora became part of Taylor's survival.
I remember this story. Cause her face looked familiar. Yup. When is damn, I want to see
Survival system. "I can watch Kyrie while you work," Kimora offered one morning. "My daughter needs a playmate anyway, and I need the money." It made perfect sense because Slice. She lived upstairs with her boyfriend, and over time, casual neighborly chats slowly turned into deeper conversations. At that point, she was juggling a lot, not just being a new mother, but also working hard to keep her brand new apartment. By day, she worked a 9-to-5 hospital job. By night, she served tables at a restaurant, sometimes until 3 in the morning. Bills had to be paid, and the weight of responsibility left her constantly on the move. One evening, during one of their talks, the babysitter opened up. She said she hated being stuck at home, always depending on her boyfriend for money. She wanted her own income, but with him working long hours and no one else to watch her daughter, getting a job felt impossible. And
that's not an excuse, bro. That's not an excuse. It's really not. My mom did this shit just having me. She still made shit work. So what you mean? No, man, have nobody to call on. But she made shit stretch. You gotta go out your will sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do. You got a mama, you got a dad, you got somebody at your house. I mean, you got somebody you can call on. Or if not, you have a friend, bro. You have somebody. is what I'm trying to say.
That's when the idea came, because she understood the struggle all too well. She had no car, her family was stretched thin, and finding someone she could trust to watch her son was always a challenge. But here was someone, a young mother, just like her, right upstairs, with a child the same age. She was really good with her daughter, she recalled later. Her little girl was smart, well taken care of. I looked at her like, maybe this could work. So she made the offer. When she got home from her hospital shift, she could drop her son off upstairs before heading to her waitressing job. And in return, instead of paying cash, they could simply split her nightly tips. That way, the babysitter could finally earn her own money without leaving home. It felt like the perfect arrangement, convenient, practical, and built on trust between two young mothers trying to survive. Kimora lived right upstairs, no car needed, no traveling in bad weather. Kimora played her role perfectly. She'd send Taylor videos of the kids playing, pictures of them eating snacks, updates throughout the night, both babies sleeping, with a heart emoji. But in mid-May, something changed. Taylor arrived one morning to find a bruise on Kyrie's arm. Not huge, but noticeable on his light skin. What happened? Kimora barely looked up. Oh, that? His arm got stuck in the crib. You know how he climbs everything. Taylor hesitated. How does an arm get stuck in a crib? Cribs are designed for babies. The slats are measured specifically to prevent that.
Because the bar is not even that small. It's like literally like this. If y'all can see. And the baby's arm is, if my arm can go through it, a baby arm for sure can go through it. Like, people just weird.
But Kyrie did climb everything. He was fearless, and the bruise was small. She let it go. 2 weeks later, another morning pickup. This time, Carrie's lip was swollen, purple. The kind of swelling that comes from impact. He slipped in the tub, Kimora explained quickly.
This is the second time I noticed something, and this is the second time that something happened to him in her care that she did not tell me. So I'm like, what the? So that's what I'm saying. We at the middle of May. Now we like towards the end of May. I picked my son up one night, and his lip is like really, really bruised, like swollen. Like, I don't, like, it's not something he could fall. I'm saying this now because I know now, but then I didn't really think, but his lip was swollen. And I asked her then, like, why you ain't call me? Why you ain't tell me something had happened to him? Like, what's wrong? Like, why my baby lip bruised?
You know how much he loves water. I turned around for 1 second to grab a towel. Taylor studied her son's face. He was smiling, reaching for her, saying, Mama, like always. Kids fall, kids get hurt. She knew that. But something felt wrong. Think about this for a moment. You're 18 years old. No family to ask for advice.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The first time, okay, you wouldn't know, so you was like, okay, he probably. The second time, you should be like, okay, hold on, now this is kind of weird. You should have been like, okay, what happened for real? You should have made shit 2 and 2. Like, you should have added something up or something. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm not going for that. I don't want to hear my child hit his lip. Nah, bro, you did something. And y'all know I'm sick, so I sound like this.
The person watching your child has their own baby. They've been nothing but helpful. Do you accuse them? Do you risk losing your only child care, your job, your apartment? Or do you tell yourself you're being paranoid? By late May, Taylor started making changes. She called her friend Diamond more often. Can you watch Kyrie tonight? She reached out to other neighbors. How? Anyone but Kimora. Not because she knew. She didn't know. But mothers have instincts, even young ones. Something in her was pulling away. June arrived. Taylor had mostly avoided using Kimora for 2 weeks. But on June 13th, Diamond was working. The other neighbors were busy. Taylor's shift started in 3 hours. She climbed the stairs to Kimora's apartment, Kyrie on her hip. Just tonight, she said. I'm finding someone else permanent. Kimora took Kyrie without meeting Taylor's eyes. Yeah, okay. At 10:30 p.m., while Taylor was pouring drinks at the bar, her phone buzzed. The message from Kimora was long, rambling, strange. Taylor, I am sorry, but this might be my last time watching Kyrie. I put them for a nap because they were both crying when we came from outside, and I also went to sleep, but I woke up just now and he is in the bathroom eating a bar of dial soap. The text continued. Kimura complained that Kyrie was sneaky, that he wouldn't.
Ain't no random ass baby finna go in the damn bathroom, see some soap and eat the shit. Especially if there's a baby. If they are a baby, they're not finna pick up no damn soap. How are they gonna reach the counter? Do you not see how tall the counter is from a baby? Come on, bro.
Listen, that she couldn't handle his behavior anymore.
And even if her baby is a toddler, bro, my little cousin is, well, they 6 now. I mean, they 5 now. But, bro, when they was babies, when they was like 2, 3, 4 years old, bro, they know not to eat no damn soap. Why would they eat soap? They had chew on a goddamn piece of paper before they do that. A soap? Line.
I was raised very differently and also strict, she wrote. When I catch him doing things he knows not to do, it does bother me. Taylor read it twice. Eating soap? Kyrie had never done that before. And why was Kimura so angry about a toddler being curious? It's fine, Taylor texted back. I'll figure something else out. But Kimura wasn't really angry about the soap. The medical examiner would later determine that the fatal injury happened around 10 p.m., right before that first text. The impact to Kyrie's head was so severe that his brain began bleeding immediately. For the next 3 hours, while Taylor served customers and counted tips, Kimura sat in her apartment with a dying child. She didn't call 911. She didn't rush him to the hospital 2 miles away. She waited. At 1:21 a.m., she finally sent the photo. Kyrie's face unrecognizable from swelling. Is this how he sleeps? She asked. Allergic reaction to the soap. By then, Kyrie's brain had been bleeding for over 3 hours. The window to save him was closing. Kimura knew exactly what she was doing. She was building an alibi, creating a story, buying time to figure out her lie, while a baby's brain slowly shut down on her kitchen floor. 10 p.m.
That bitch got life. I promise you, I hope that bitch ain't. If that bitch ain't get life, I swear to God, this is weird.
Apartment 3000, Little Mac Avenue. We'll never know exactly what triggered Kimura's rage that night. Maybe Kyrie was crying? Maybe he wouldn't go to sleep? Maybe he was just being a normal toddler who wanted his mother. Taylor showed the photo to her bartender, to customers. Everyone said the same thing. Get home, now. A stranger at the bar, seeing Taylor's panic, offered to drive her. 10 minutes through empty Roseville streets, Taylor praying the entire way. 2:05 a.m. Taylor burst through Kimura's door. Kyrie was on the kitchen floor exactly where Kimura had placed him for the photo. But now his small body was convulsing. Seizure after seizure. His left eye bulged grotesquely from the pressure building in his skull. Kyrie! Kyrie! Taylor screamed. Mommy's here, Kyrie. Nothing. No response. Just the terrible shaking. Taylor collapsed in the corner, sobbing so hard she couldn't breathe. Kimura came over, held her, whispered, "You have to be strong. The ambulance is coming. He needs you." The same hands that had hurt him were now comforting his mother. When EMTs arrived, Kimura's boyfriend carried Kyrie down to the ambulance. Taylor wanted to scream at him not to touch her baby, worried moving him would make things worse, but there was no time. In the ambulance, Taylor begged for answers. What kind of allergic reaction is this? What's happening to my baby? The EMTs exchanged glances but said nothing. They'd seen this before. This wasn't an allergic reaction. This was abuse. When you arrive at a hospital and they immediately take you to a chapel, you know? Taylor didn't know, not yet. But the hospital staff did. They'd seen Kyrie's scans. They knew what those injuries meant. Call someone, a nurse kept saying. You need to call someone. Taylor's phone was dead. Her mind was blank. She couldn't remember anyone's number except Diamond's. While she waited for Diamond to arrive, Kimura was texting her. Make sure you call me. I can't go to sleep until I know he is okay for sure. I can't believe I let this happen. I was just sleepy and needed a little nap. Still playing the concerned babysitter. Still maintaining her lie. When Diamond arrived, the doctors finally spoke truth. This is child abuse, the doctor said plainly. These injuries are consistent with severe physical trauma. Your son's brain is swelling rapidly. Without immediate surgery, he will not survive the night. The surgeon was even more direct. I need you to understand. Even if we operate now, the chances he'll be normal again are very small. He could be paralyzed. He could be vegetative. He will likely never be the same. Taylor was 18 years old. Her whole world was dying, and she just learned that someone she trusted had killed him. They gave her 30 seconds with Kyrie before surgery. 30 seconds to kiss his forehead, to whisper she loved him, to possibly say goodbye forever. He was covered in tubes, a breathing mask strapped to his tiny face. His beautiful eyes, the ones that lit up when he counted to 5, were swollen shut.
Say we evil twins.
And that shit fucking up my head. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I low-key don't even want to react to this shit. Cause I be thinking about my little cousins, gang. Like, my mind is actually fucked up, bro. Like, this is a baby, bro. That shit.
We evil twins.
As they wheeled him away, Taylor noticed something the doctors mentioned later in court. While surgeons worked to save Kyrie's life, Roseville detectives were building their case. They started with Taylor's phone. The text messages told a story Kimora never intended anyone to see. Detective Ryan Monroe noticed something critical. In all those messages, Kimora never once suggested calling a doctor, never mentioned the hospital 2 miles away. She only wanted Taylor to know it was soap. Just soap. Meanwhile, officers arrived at Kimora's apartment at 2:45 a.m. They could hear movement inside. They knocked, announced themselves. No response. For 2 hours, Kimora refused to open the door. She pushed furniture against it. She turned off lights. She pretended not to be home while her neighbor's baby lay dying in surgery. At 4:50 a.m., officers forced entry. Kimora was sitting on her couch, calm, like she'd been waiting. I didn't mean to hurt him that bad, she said. Not, it didn't hurt him, but I didn't mean to hurt him that bad. The autopsy report, completed by Dr. Daniel Spitz of the Macomb County Medical Examiner's Office, was devastating. Subdural hemorrhage, bleeding between the brain and skull. Cerebral edema, massive brain swelling. Retinal hemorrhages, bleeding behind the eyes from force. Pattern consistent with being struck or thrown against a hard surface. The report's conclusion was clear: homicide. Dr. Spitz testified that if Kimora had sought help immediately after the injury, Kyrie would likely have survived. The first hour was critical. The second hour, still possible. By hour 3, the damage was irreversible. She chose to wait. She chose to lie. She chose to let him die, rather than admit what she'd done. Think about that. Why would someone wait 3 hours to report a dying child? Why stage a photo? Why create an elaborate story about soap? The answer is simple. She knew exactly what she'd done, and she knew what it meant for her future. Kyrie lost his fight. After 8 days on life support, Taylor made the impossible decision. She held his hand as they removed the breathing tube. He never took another breath on his own. June 14, 2022, Kimora Hodges was charged with first-degree child abuse. Bond set at $250,000.
She got a fucking bun. This is a joke. This is, yo, a 200. Nigga, she shouldn't have no fucking bun.
Dollars. The maximum sentence, life in prison. June 23, 2022. The charge was upgraded to felony murder. Bond revoked. Kimora would wait for trial behind bars. Then came the waiting. 3 years of delays, COVID backlogs, attorney changes, motion hearings. While Taylor grieved, while she posted memories of Kyrie on Facebook, while she tried to rebuild her shattered life, Kimora sat in Macomb County Jail. The prosecution's case was methodical. The timeline that proved consciousness of guilt. The autopsy showing fatal trauma, not allergic reaction. The confession, maybe I hit him too hard. The pattern of previous injuries Taylor had noticed. The defense tried to argue accident, momentary frustration. Didn't mean to hurt him that badly, but the jury saw through it. They saw what you've seen. The cover-up, the staged photo, the 3 hours of letting a baby's brain bleed while crafting a lie. July 31st, 2025. After 3 days of deliberation, the verdict came. Guilty. First-degree child abuse. Guilty. Felony murder. Kimora showed no emotion. Taylor wasn't in the courtroom. She couldn't bear to be in the same room as the woman who killed her son. October 2nd, 2025, Kimora will face sentencing. The prosecution is pushing for the maximum. Life in prison. She'll be 24 years old. Her own daughter will be 4, just 1 year older than Carrie would have been. But here's what haunts this case. Kimora has never told the full truth. Never explained why she attacked a toddler with such violence. Never shown genuine remorse beyond being sorry she got caught. In her jailhouse calls, she still maintains it was an accident. Still claims she didn't mean it. Tell that to Taylor, who at 21 years old, visits her son's grave instead of teaching him kindergarten readiness. Tell that to a mother who trusted the wrong person with the most precious thing in her world. Tell that to Kyrie, who will never count past 5. The community responded with overwhelming support. Her Facebook posts tell the real story. I still don't go a day without thinking about you, Carrie. I try so hard every day to keep going, and I couldn't be more grateful for you and God for helping me get through this. The day Carrie died, I became somebody new, a totally different person, someone I never knew. I cry more than I ever did. I break down quite a lot. My heart hurts every day. The pain will never stop. Fast forward to the present day, 2024, Taylor was pregnant and became a mother again.
Ready to put your clothes on? Yeah? Come on, you gotta take this bib off. I gotta put your shorts on, give them to me.
Man, that's fucked up, bro. Like, that bitch deserves life in prison. Throw the keys away. Don't never, ever let her come back to society, bro. Like,
Get them to me. I have to put them out. You all ready to go? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. So when I'm ready, we just walk out the door. I just change the diaper and we gone. I'm hoping.
A chance at motherhood after unimaginable loss. But this time, she carries her pregnancy with a sense of pride. On social media, she shares videos with glowing captions like, "Finally being able to enjoy my pregnancy after being so hard the first few months of it." But behind the smiling posts and filtered clips, life tells a different story. Because while the world sees a young woman embracing motherhood, trying to forget what has happened in the past, what they don't see is the weight she carries in silence. The boyfriend she's with now, the man who was supposed to be her support, has been abusing her.
Why you keep saying hold the fact when I said put him down and I'm gonna grab him after I twist this blunt? And you keep trying to make your point when it's simple.
Yes, I
have to get away from you, gang. I swear to God, and you can
Tomorrow, right?
on me. I'm not leaving nowhere, bitch, until I pose to. Just like you ain't. You ugly ass, dumb black. We can't.
And through it all, she tries
she need.
to stay strong, hiding the bruises with her silence, convincing herself that things will get better. Then came the video that broke through the facade. No filters, no smiles, just raw pain. She appeared on camera in tears, confessing that her boyfriend had kicked her out of the house. Pregnant, vulnerable, and with nowhere to go, she had finally let the truth slip through.
First, I just got out the hospital yesterday. Have to take medication so I don't have surgery. 2, I can put out my apartment this morning because I'm staying with a man that can't do nothing, can't provide for us nothing. I've been taking care of us for months, trying to make sure it be good for months, trying to find somewhere for me and my kid to go for months. Nobody know nothing, bro. Now I'm fine with the nigga because he just took $200 from me. $200 from me, and I have to fight for him to get my money back. I get my money back, he put me and my son, me and my 1-month-old baby, out on the side of the fucking road, bro. And I know I'm crying right now. I know I'm hurt right now, but I swear to fucking God. After today, watch. I swear to God, I'm thankful at the same time because I'm glad I'm away from this man and I won't never have to deal with him again. It's good. What?
The cycle of vulnerability continues. And to every woman watching this, please don't ever silence your pain for love. If you find yourself in a relationship where support turns into abuse, know that you deserve better. And there are people and resources ready
And
to
I hate you.